28th different starting lineup Steve Kerr has employed. Deadline. Who knows how many more lineups he played collegiately at Santa Clara. He tried to lob it to Hartenstein, who got pushed.
Him back at some point as well. They're not even been full strength when they have this record they have.
No, those two guys have not played a game together yet this season. Whoops. Hartenstein was open, had to put it up with the shot clock winding down, and he missed it. Rebound, Gary Payton. We showed you the numbers for Curry. Now he's been battling sore knees. He did not play last night against Utah. Also, thumb on his shooting hand has been an issue as well. He was held scoreless in the second half of his last game against the Lakers on ABC Saturday night. Went 0 for 8, his worst ever in the second half. Healed misfire. Hartenstein rebound. Hit Gilgeous-Alexander in the face on the quick outlet. SGA moving to his left. Can't hit the three. Curry on the move. Missed the shot, but he'll go to the line with gold medal this past summer. 7th all-time in the NBA scoring list. He recently passed Allen Iverson, and Ray Allen is next. Williams couldn't get that one to fall.
Roster, Lou Dort, Caruso. I mean, these guys just make your evening very difficult. They're very physical, and they're very smart, and they're tenacious, and they really don't quit.
Deep three, Curry off the mark. Oklahoma City has 4 different players who average right about 2 steals per game.
Yeah, and it's that some stats are misleading. That isn't. I mean, they show you. You watch this game, you'll see how committed they are in every possession.
Here's Dort, mid-range jumper, and Hield gets the rebound. So an 0 for 5 start for the Thunder from the floor. Here's Wiggins. He'll try a 3 and called for the 9 first place votes out of 100. Runner-up for Coach of the Year 2 years ago.
These are legit. I mean, not only are they leading, they're dominating. Go through dry spells offensively and still stay in games.
2 out of 3. Here's Cason Wallace with Curry defending him. Gilgeous-Alexander will be guarded by Payton. Now they got the switch they want. They have.
It's too far over in the key.
NBA in scoring. 3rd straight year, Gilgeous-Alexander has scored 30 points per game or better. He's so good for the mid-range. Right.
So gets a lot of heat, I should say. But if you can make it, and he's one of the best in the league. There's Durant, Chris Paul, and Shea. Here comes a steal.
Jalen Williams, who's 5th in the league and steals, gets
Thunder. And again, it's the physicality, it's the length they have on defense, it's the discipline.
So 5 points in 27 seconds for Oklahoma City to take the 1-point lead. 3 minutes gone by in the opening quarter. Wiggins spinning, going to the left hand. Golden State started the year 12-3. They're 11-20 since. When these teams, a calf injury, but day to day, see if he's
dropped off about 12 points a game offensively. And you know, that leaves you scratching your head, Dave, because who are you, right? Which team is it? And they haven't been healthy. Kuminga's been out. Draymond's been out. Trade deadline coming up. It'll be fascinating to see how they manage that.
Payton had a decent shot blocker. Yeah, Jonathan Kuminga not expected back for a while. Lob to Hartenstein. Great pass. Averages about 5 assists per game. Wiggins with the kick to the corner. Hield lets it fly. He's only shooting 30% the last 2 months from deep after a hot start. That's one of the reasons why Golden State was so good the first month of the year.
They shoot about 50% at the start and has really been in a big-time cold spell.
There's Williams' assist.
5th in the league in mid-range shots. And again, Shea Gilgeous top 5. Jalen Williams, the reason they allow him to shoot him is they're so good at it percentage-wise.
Great cut by Curry. He couldn't finish. Thunder looking to push. They've made their last 4 shots from the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander for 3, and he drills. 5 straight makes for the Thunder, and excellent defense. Wallace with the block against Hield. Gilgeous-Alexander driving, and a reach-around foul on Payton. 3s now for SGA. Made 95 last year, so that's been a point of emphasis for him. Shoots about 35% from 3. That spins out for Hartenstein. And Curry looking to run. Lou Dort, one of the better defenders in the NBA, all over Hield. Curry's pass deflected. Now a bad pass by Hield, trying to hit the cutting Curry. Another turnover. Williams driving. Post cut off the lane. Williams goes back. Foul line jumper. Front rimmed it. Rebound Payton. Here's a three from Hield, and it still won't fall.
He looks against this team. Right idea by Curry, getting out fast, trying to get an early shot in the clock before the Thunder set up the D.
Shea drills the mid against Curry, and it's a 15-4 run after it was 4-0 Golden State 3 minutes into the game. Curry on the step back, no basket.
Yeah, I mean, Warriors played Utah last night, second night of a back-to-back, and Utah not this team. But Draymond, what they miss, Dave, is in these type of games, in the big games, his experience, his intelligence. On the defensive side, he's still one of the best defenders in the entire NBA. And this Thunder team is just, they're just firing on all cylinders.
Williams missed a three. Wiggins with the rebound. Wiggins hit a three on the ups. 9 for Gilgeous-Alexander. Steph Curry 0 for 2 from the floor, so he's missed his last 10 shots from the field. Going back to the second half the other night against LA. Williams. That three by Wiggins, the first for Golden State. 1 for the Thunder, and it was by Shea. Gilgeous-Alexander, again mid-range jump shot.
Kawhi Leonard, where he would just get to that free throw line and it was almost automatic.
Boy, it looked like I was on the way down. Looked like a goaltend there. Stepping into a three is Williams, no good. Finish your point though on that comparison with Kawhi.
Well, you know, they talk, and this guy obviously, look at that. I mean, he could score it all with that free throw line jumper, and he's so good at it, and it's just, it's debilitating trying to deal with him because you're keeping him in front, you take away the three, and he just makes that shot look so easy.
Excellent look by.
And Justin said no, it wasn't.
Justin Van Dyke. No, disagree. Gilgeous-Alexander bumped, missed the shot, but it'll go to the line. Houston at Memphis Saturday on ABC. Earlier tonight on ESPN, beat Denver, their 5th straight win. Curry's three off the mark. The Knicks, by the way, are just a game back of Boston for the 2nd spot in the East right now. Gilgeous-Alexander downhill. Quarter, and he's made 6 straight shots.
It's just how easy he makes it look. I mean, and it's not easy. This is the best league in the world, and how easy he makes it look is what makes him so unique.
Curry has it blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 2. Moody, contact, blocking foul.
Here, Moody attacked the basket, gets the free throw line, start chipping away. I think Doc Rivers was their coach. I think they overachieved. And what I remember was the other players on our team talking about him, on the Warriors team, saying this guy's going to be really good. And when you hear other players complimenting rookies, when you hear veterans complimenting rookies, you know they got something. And he was a guy that I heard a lot about, that kid's going to be good. I don't know if anybody thought this good, but a lot of positive. And the way he committed to defense, too, Dave, was memorable, even as a rookie.
So interesting, too, Mark Daigneault, as Moody misses a three, said the way he...
Sometimes you don't get to coach your stars directly. And you would think, oh, everybody just coaches them.
Than the Warriors do by 3. Steph Curry getting a breather. Curry 0 for 5, so Steph's missed 13 consecutive shots from the floor. That's rarely happened in his lifetime. Moody's 3 was way off. Podziemski got the rebound. Podziemski had a good night last night and a win over Utah at 20 points. Moody gets in. Ball male athlete of the year is Gilgeous-Alexander. Scores again. He's got 19 points.
That is not an easy shot. I mean, that looks easy for him, but that left hand, the length of Shea Gilgeous, you know, sitting who you were with, that was one of those games. We're watching that.
Check.
You had the toughest job. That when he did the GM job, that he noticed how hard it was. So he gave you a lot of credit that you had the toughest job. So I wanted to make sure the audience knew that he said that.
I didn't say that. You said that. So the GM, you could trade anybody. You could trade harder. I don't know.
Gilgeous-Alexander makes. Sarver was the owner of the Phoenix Suns. We all know how challenging that was if you were the head coach or the general manager. Steve told us he likes coaching a lot better.
Well, you know, to put a bow on it, when Steve got the job, we talked about as Looney finished after the game with the coach and watched the tape of the game. I said, we're not doing that. There's no post-game debrief. We'll do that the next day. Things are right after the game. And so he learned what not to do, and he gave me that advice. And so it all works, Dave. It all worked fine.
Here's Santos for three. No good. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City still right now up 11 with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander outscoring the Warriors by himself.
That makes it sound worse than it. They have 20 points. It's more of a reflection of how great he's been. I mean, 20 points isn't ideal, but
his career high is 54, and he just got that a week ago against Utah. He has 7 made baskets. Golden State has 6. Another empty possession there for the Warriors.
Both teams with Warriors 1 of 10.
Gilgeous-Alexander gives it up. Isaiah Joe nails a 3. 80% from 3.
That's what he does. That's his role on this team, is to do exactly what he just did.
Schroeder, coming off his best game as a Warrior last night, puts up an air ball. Moody on Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai into the paint. Good pass. Good hands. Entry knocked away momentarily. Gilgeous-Alexander collects, finds Wiggins, and good contest by Looney. SGA with his highest.
Obviously, they're a different team with Towns, but he's one of the most underrated players in the league. You know, you watch him and you appreciate him, and you appreciate him the most when he's on your team.
Golden State is now 1 of 13 from 3 as Williams is fouled.
You want to be trying to score against as Williams dribbles it a game best in the NBA. So they cover so many metrics as far as how they win.
And Oklahoma City ball. Joe on the back cut. Finds Jang. Extra pass. Hartenstein. Air ball on the floater. It's really the first bad possession. Bench still has more baskets than the Warriors do as a team.
The way back in this game offensively is going to have to be pushing tempo for the Warriors.
Bob did not want to be held accountable for being in the building while Steph Curry sets a dubious record, which would have been his 14th straight miss, a personal low. But he made that shot, his first field goal, and then Jen from mid-range.
You think Curry felt the pressure? Think he was aware of that record?
Does he feel pressure? Is he aware of those things?
No, he is not.
So why are you asking me?
And every time you get a stop, you got to push.
Foul was on Jalen Williams, his second personal foul. And Looney was 7 points off the bench. 10th year out of UCLA. Shot clock inside of 10 seconds for the Thunder. Now down to 5. Jang lobs. Hartenstein couldn't even catch it. The ball hit the backboard. And Payton on the move. Can't finish. Jalen Williams defending. 11-point lead for Oklahoma City. Here's a 3 from Jalen Williams, in and out. All-star reserves will be announced tomorrow. Good chance that Williams in year 3 in the NBA, as he's called for a blocking. Saw that, George, on that basket going to break at the end of the first quarter as Hartenstein gets the block against Wiggins, that Caruso is shaken up, and he's missed 18 games due to injury this season, his first year in Oklahoma City. Payton gets the strip and the slam.
Where are they going to get their offense now? And this is the deal. I mean, who's going to initiate, who's going to create for this Thunder team without either of those guys on the floor?
Joe coming off the screen, keeps the dribble, an easy path to the basket for the layup. 5 points for Isaiah Joe off the bench. He has hit 8 threes twice in a game this month. And maybe they were just expecting him to pull up from 3, and he had a clear lane to the basket. Here he is again, keeping the dribble. Now passing. Hartenstein missed the push shot again. Payton rebounds.
Shot, he's normally knocking that down.
Curry, boy, a lot of contact. Didn't get the call. Hartenstein gets it ahead. They swing it to Joe on the spot up. Drills another.
You know, a lot of new players. Honestly, this is going to sound too simple, but when Melton went down, it just shook him. You know, he was the perfect guy, and he was a huge part of the early success. He's not looked upon as a star, Dave, but certain guys tie teams together. Reminds me a lot of a Caruso. Not as good as a Iguodala, but that kind of guy where they just are linchpins. And he was, and he got hurt early. And just keep on chugging. And so you can't just blame it on a couple injuries here and there, because Oklahoma City is an example of great teams weather it. And this team, 1 year here, I was with the Warriors, and Durant was out for eight weeks, and we just kept going. And so it's moving, and what Oklahoma City's record you saw with 25-4 since that game early on against the Warriors.
Wiggins now with 9 points. Curry's on the bench for Golden State. Gilgeous-Alexander at that number 10 spot in the East. If they get healthy, nobody wants to see them, you would imagine. How about your Suns here in the second game? George, Bob, and I will.
Again, Jalen, he doesn't get enough credit either. And I do hope he's an all-star, because people need to know who he is. They should. And again, this Oklahoma City team, guys, as much as maybe they should have. And they're starting to earn that, though. And it's a full team, it's a complete team. And Jalen Williams, this guy right here, is a huge part of that.
Great pass by Williams. Hartenstein collects, couldn't finish. Oklahoma City 37-8. Best 45-game start since the team relocated from Seattle almost 20 years ago. Time in a while. 12 points for Wiggins, 2 of 2 from deep.
And they're going to need him, right? Curry's been struggling by his own standards, and Wiggins has got to step up in the absence.
Joe can't answer. Santos with the rebound and looking to run, but the Thunder get back. Wiggins on the move. Gives it up to Moody. Now Kyle Anderson. Schroeder wide open. It's good. 2 assists and 2 rebounds for Shea. And he slips, lost his footing, and the game.
It's an opportunity for the Warriors to keep the momentum. Got cut into this lead by 8 this quarter, and Wiggins has been the hot guy.
8-0 run by the Warriors. Anderson hung on the rim and fell off. Golden State at 500, 23-23, just 13-12 at home as Shea is fouled again. Will go to the line.
Get the block, but gets there late. Can't ruffle this guy. He's hard team when he's on the floor. That about says it all.
And this run that he's on of 41 straight 20-point games, longest in the NBA since James Harden in 2019. 57 in a row for Harden.
He doesn't do it in a way, and not that Harden did, but it doesn't feel selfish. It feels all within the confines of the game.
Shot clock at 2 for Moody. Sees it at the last second. Has to put it up. Almost hit it. As he turns it over there, and actually a little shaken up, a little slow to get back defensively. Santos.
Some turnovers, but better energy from the Warriors.
Committing the foul. Santos gets the bounce on the 4-minute mark, second quarter. Warriors in a zone right now. 3 from Dort, way off the mark. Wiggins, and Oklahoma City keeps possession.
They're going to look.
Bodies hit.
Nothing bad about it. He's just a physical basketball player.
Kenrich Williams checking back into the game. Gilgeous-Alexander trying to get free from Schroeder's, doing a nice job. Shot clock down to 2. Over 2 defenders coming up short. Gilgeous-Alexander, but
Dort sticking with it, gets the putback.
Offensive foul here.
It's like he's grabbing. Yeah. See that the other way.
Coming the early games, including the one right here on ESPN where the Knicks continue their hot streak and a win over. 6-point game as Looney misses the second free throw. Jalen Williams wide open. Cannot hit the 3.
Is it on Dort?
And Kevon Looney with 9 points up.
A 3 a lot. He handled the ball, and so his intelligence is going to be able to pass from that 5 spot, set the right angles. He's just a complete player. He's an awesome guy, and has been a huge part of the winning here.
Extra passing by Oklahoma City, but Williams can't pay it off of the 3. Meanwhile, Golden State gets more points for its bench, 23, than its starters, 20 in this game. Schroeder kicks it out. Wiggins wide open. Can't knock it down. Hartenstein with the clear. That would have cut the deficit to 1 just outside 2 minutes to go. Gilgeous-Alexander tripped up by Looney. That on draft night back in 2018. You told me you had Jokic #1 overall on the board, so
I tried to get away with that, but then I realized we would have picked him if I thought that. And I can't say that. So.
I was the one that asked you because I remember your answer was no. We weren't even thinking about it. I think it got picked during a Taco Bell commercial that was airing.
At least that wasn't the only one.
Schroeder drives and gets it to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander gets downhill, draws contact.
Ever NBA.
He finished 3rd last year in scoring. And now they're going to get post again, and that's 3 on the rookie.
Warriors hanging around, but if they want to get in this game, they got to get number 30 Curry going. He's 1 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3.
That's the 3rd 3-ball out, and the 3 from Isaiah Joe. Wiggins, the leading scorer tonight for Golden State with 12. Spot up 3, Santos. Can't hit it. SGA with the most points in any half of his career, 28 points. And now Williams called for the foul on the screen. 11 of 12.
Lead the league in scoring without getting to the free throw line. I mean, you just have to find other ways. It's amazing he does it with how few threes he takes in the modern NBA.
Off ball. Wiggins, line drive 3, short.
They're 2 for 1 here, opportunity if they want it, but it's like they're slowing it down.
9-second difference in the game in shot clocks. SGA trying to shake Santos. Step back long 2, no good. Hartenstein offensive rebound. Dort lets it fly. Several bounces, it wouldn't drop. Another offensive rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander hit it. A 3.
Thunder got up all the looks. Big close for the half for the OKC Thunder.
Wiggins gets it. And
he is on that side of the ball.
Buddy Hield is back on the floor for Golden State. He didn't play in the 2nd quarter. Wiggins hit a 3 to beat the buzzer at the end of that 2nd quarter, but he misses here to start the 3rd. Steph Curry, by the way, just 4 points. And remember, he was scoreless against the Lakers in the 2nd half of his last game, so it's been a rough last 5 games for Curry. Battling some knee soreness, banged up thumb on his shooting hand. Good pass, though, to Payton, but he couldn't finish at the rim. Hartenstein.
Case and Wallace Caruso, who left the game, I believe in the 2nd quarter, one of the best in the league. Luke Dort, we all know who he is. So they got 3 guys that can throw at Curry.
Extra passing. Here's Wallace for 3. No good. Wallace has been the starter since Chet Holmgren went out due to injury a few months ago. SGA saves it after Dort batted it back outside. Wallace attacking, missed again. Hartenstein, a 3rd chance, but a block by Looney, who's starting the 2nd half for Quentin Post, the rookie who started the 1st half. Payton in transition. The Thunder this year, only 6 have beaten them in the regular season. The other loss was in the NBA Cup Championship against Milwaukee. That doesn't count against your overall record. Dallas has beaten the Thunder 3 times. SGA didn't play together.
I'm still trying to figure out what iliac wing means. How's your iliac wing? 1?
They prefer us not to say that it's a hip.
Okay, fine.
It's an iliac wing.
Okay, so how do I think they'll play together? Great. I mean, it's yin and yang. I mean, you want to build a roster. Sam Presti's done a great job. Versatile roster. They've got a guy that can dive and defend. And Hartenstein, a little bit more physical, big body. There's Buddy Hield. Chet Holmgren, who could be the stretch 5, extend the defense. So it's a great complementary center position for the Thunder.
Pull-up jumper, Gilgeous-Alexander, no. Rebound, Dort. Another 2nd chance opportunity, but Dort.
He's had a tough go so far.
Payton driving, hanging, had it blocked by Dort. Upcoming in the loss column, ABC Saturday night. Lakers out for at least the next week. Got hurt in a loss against Philly last night. The Lakers currently in 5th in the West, but they're just 4 games ahead of the teams that are not even in the play-in, like the Warriors in the 11th spot.
Yeah, and I asked some of, if you like this Thunder team, and there's a lot to like, who's the next team that you predict them to be going here in this 3rd quarter? Who's the favorite to play them in the Western Conference Finals if you had to pick a team? It's not easy.
Hartenstein, nice look to Wallace for the select. The 2nd best record in the West right now.
He's surprised that Dallas is in there. You know, who else is Denver with Jokic? And can this get Curry going? And that always gets his teammates going. You can feel the crowd in here just get picked up when he knocks down that three.
3.5 gone by in the third. Williams on the move. Gives it up to Hartenstein. Turnover. Steal by Hield. Curry in the open floor. Stops. Fires. Can't hit it. That would have tied the game. And Curry. Williams got to be careful. He's got 4 fouls. Aggressive drive. He missed for the Thunder. Best road record in the league at 17-5. Tough angle for SGA. An air ball. Hield racing up the court. Wiggins with the slam.
The Thunder 5 of 23, but this game is now in the balance, and the Warriors, although it didn't look good early, they've fought for this.
They're Jalen Williams in the game. Williams driving, and they're going to.
We might have to bring up
Where they've won once.
the arm before that.
Kerr electing not to challenge. Only 6 points in the third quarter for Oklahoma City in 4.5 minutes, and a chance for Golden State to take the lead. They had a 4-point lead to start the game. It was 4-0. Looney with the slam.
Buddy Hield is, you know, he came out this season playing elite basketball. That's a big reason why you saw that lead.
Here comes Wiggins. Shot clock inside of 10. Looney. What a pass. 14 points on the night. Jalen Williams. Around and out. Offensive rebound. Dort. SGA. Way off the mark. He's 0 for 4 from the floor. Curry. Driving. Throws it up. No. In the middle of a 6-game homestand. 8 of 9 column in the West.
And you're going to see that 18th or whatever the last day of the regular season is, a team that's going to end up with home court advantage as the 4 seed that's only about 2 or 3 games better than the 6, 7, 8 seed.
11-0 run by Golden State. Curry, double, gives it up. Anderson spinning, gets deep. Anderson can't score. Jalen Williams, 12 points, 4 fouls. Gilgeous-Alexander, 31 in the first half. Best ever for him at a half. Those are his first points of the, and just the 8th point for the Thunder as a team in the quarter. Ends a drought of over 3 minutes. Wiggins turns it over, lost his footing. Gilgeous-Alexander has Curry on him. Splits the defenders, can't put again, looking to run. Anderson in transition, trying to get Williams to pick up his 5th foul. He got out of the way. The tip won't go by Wiggins.
Good job though by the Warriors continuing to push tempo. They're getting better shots at least.
Basically daring Jalen Williams to shoot that. He makes about 36% of his threes. He'll drive here and give it up to Dort. Dort gets the basket. And a timeout by Steve Kerr, who's at midcourt.
Better be a timeout.
Back in a moment.
Coming up, but this free agency, this trade deadline for the NBA should be very interesting.
The deadline is a week from tomorrow. Points. And the Warriors back up 4. They've outscored the Thunder 24-8 here in the third quarter. Schroeder doing an excellent job off ball on Gilgeous-Alexander as well. Williams will rise and drain a 3. That's his first 3 of the game. Wiggins puts it on the floor, challenged by Jalen Williams.
Tremendous. He's been playing better as of late, and they're going to need him. And Wiggins responding.
His name has been bandied about in trade rumors as SG. Missed just 1 game to Dallas with a wrist issue 12 days ago. Otherwise, he's played in every game. Ties it up at 74. He's got 36. His career high is 54. Got that 7 days ago. Shot clock inside of 10. They go back to Wiggins. Backing down Jalen Williams, but he's unable to score in the lane. Now Williams on the run. Gives it up for a 3 from Joe. Hit it. Right front.
And that's all Jalen Williams, attacking with pace. They couldn't get out to Isaiah Joe at the 3-point line.
4-3 for him. Schroeder can't answer. Poked out to Jalen Williams. Attacking the basket and missing it. Thunder got back. 9-2 run by Oklahoma City. Nearing 3 to play here in the third quarter. Steph Curry just 2 for 9. Step back 3.
Corner to find his rhythm in this game.
The step through. Around and down plus a foul. What a move and finish by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 38 points.
Here's Curry. I mean, this is hard plant. Watch this. That's right leg. This hard plant gets that separation. And then this guy on the other end just slithering, sliding, finding those creases. Doesn't need any space. And then such good touch around
here. Inside.
Such good touch around the rim, too.
The 2 starting guards for the West in the All-Star game, which will be here in San Francisco in just over 2 weeks. A rare miss at the line for Gilgeous-Alexander. His second miss, 80-79.
He's been playing better, Brandon Podziemski, and it's nice to see. He started off the season slow. He's coming back from the injury, and he's playing much better, shooting better from 3.
Shot clock inside at 10 as Schroeder reaches in and fouls Gilgeous-Alexander. It's the free throw. He's got 39. We talked about him starting the all game. There'd be some huge scoring games in there. It's only a 7th 40-point game. You would think when you average that much, you'd have 12 or 13 of those.
Yeah, it looks like
years. Somebody won it 2 straight years.
I think you should be allowed to do it, but we certainly, it doesn't happen. It doesn't seem like anybody wants to do it. Give it to somebody 2 years in a row.
I mean, somebody left off Bob Myers on Executive of the Year back in 2017 or 16. You won it in 15 and 17, but somebody in 16 there was voter fatigue, I guess, for GM.
Well, I can't say those are my peers. That's what hurts the vote to do it. You can have that one.
1-point lead for Oklahoma City. They changed the foul to Kenrich Williams for Oklahoma City, by the way. Gilgeous-Alexander draws another foul on Santos point.
Points and lead the league without having that footwork. And this guy does as well. Just the ability, pivot, reverse pivot, get somebody in the air, finish from different legs, different arms. And he's, again, you live at the line, you're going to score a lot of points. But it's hard to get to the line in the NBA. It is, and this guy does it as good or better than anybody.
We got a technical foul called now on Kyle Anderson with George.
Guys, we've been marveling.
Amazing. And it just feels like years old. He's got 43 points, 13 in the last 4 minutes after he didn't score the first 6 minutes of the third. Lead is back to 4 for the Thunder. Podziemski. Santos lost.
And he just gets to anywhere he wants to go.
Moody missed the triple from the corner. Good hustle. But Moody couldn't catch the pass from Schroeder. SGA giving it up in transition. The 3 of the way down and out for Wiggins. Nice pass ahead. Schroeder to Podziemski, who stops and lays it as well. So a homecoming for him. A steal by Moody. They've got numbers. Schroeder in the corner. Not in rhythm, so a reset. About a penetrates, gets deep, throws it out. Bad spacing. Moody and Wiggins both went for it. Shot clock at 5. Knifing through the defense. Moody and the go in the third. SGA against Schroeder with 4. SGA may have pushed off, no whistle, missed the shot, and that's the end of the third quarter.
Back to you.
And Curry, since the first quarter, has 10 points, 12 for the game, so he moves into 27th on the NBA all-time scoring list, passing Ray Allen.
Looking at his bench to see if they could get a look at it in the iPad.
Does have a challenge remaining. Got one right in the first half. Podziemski leaning in. Shot clock at 2. Looney saw it at the last second. Turn and fire, no. Moody trying to save it, does to Payton. Curry lets it fly. Cans it.
Coming off that. No space. Knocks it down.
Third 3, 15-point. Hartenstein catch and finish as he falls to the ground. Just the second field goal for Hartenstein. Payton backdoor cut. And
Golden State with no Shai in the game. This Thunder team becomes mortal. And they're going to have to weather this because the Warriors with Curry in the lineup, this is their best chance.
if the Warriors win, they'll move into a tie into the play-in. And they would remain just 3 games out of 6 points in a game twice in the month of January. Payton penetrates, gives it up to Pajemski. No, the NBA and made threes per game. Golden State and Oklahoma City tied at 89. Jalen Williams attacking and
Kirk Latham, assistant GMs, I said it's going to take a miracle. And I guess that miracle was named Klay Thompson.
Curry, fourth three-pointer and his 18th point.
Steve Kerr, one of the best in the league at those after timeout plays he draws up, and that's the guy. He's been doing it for a long time. Gets a little space, and Curry's got the Warriors up.
Conference final was 2016 for Oklahoma City. Last NBA Finals 2012. Last championship in Seattle 79. Dennis Johnson, Finals MVP. Lenny Wilkins, the coach. Curry, not that time. Missed the three. Moody keeps it alive. Gathers. Oh! SGA just rips it away. What a defensive play. And then racing up the court. Gives it up to the corner. Joe. And out of bounds to the Warriors. Inside to Looney. And Looney is fouled.
Heavy minutes post. Got the start. Draymond Green not an option. He often is playing at that 5 spot. But Looney, 6 years old. Can you go the whole fourth? And there, the whole fourth.
First foul on either team here in the quarter. Golden State with 38 bench points to 21 for Oklahoma City. The Warriors have been one of the best scoring teams in terms of their reserves the last couple seasons. Shot clock down to 5. They almost turn it over, and Jalen Williams missed the three, but keeps it alive to the other Jalen Williams. Mid-range jump shot, no good. Pajemski comes away with it. 5 on 3 for Golden State if they hurry. Wiggins, 22 points to lead Golden State. Schroeder, open look, can't hit it. Williams rebounds. Here's Joe, catch and shoot. Can't knock that one down. Schroeder trying to drive and shake Gilgeous-Alexander, but no lane. Pajemski fires to Wiggins, lost the ball. Looney hustles, taken away by Dort. 2 on 3. And SGA will slow it down. 43 points for Gilgeous-Alexander, 31 at halftime. The blow by, the dish, inside Williams, kick out Dort, launches a 3. Can't get it, can't stick it back. Finally cleared Payton, lob down court. Pajemski gets the layup.
Having such a sluggish start, have such a better effort here in the second half.
Great defense, Looney against Gilgeous-Alexander. Schroeder grabbed, and he'll go to the line. Isaiah Joe reaching. Schroeder at the line, misses the first.
And those seedings matter. I mean, those 2 and 3 home court.
Both free throws. 83% on the season. 3-point lead for the Warriors. Step back 3, Shea. He is 3 for 10 here in the second half. Scoreless this quarter. Schroeder off an Anderson screen.
Got that to be in range that they are. 8 of 37 from 3. Just haven't been able to find that. Isaiah Joe, the only one doing anything from distance.
They've extended this lead while Curry's on the bench. The step back.
Wanted to take, and still he buries it.
5.5 to go. 3-point game again. Curry about to head to the scorer's table. Wiggins penetrates up and good. 24 now to a 5-point lead.
It's been a high-level game here. High-level second half. 2 teams max effort.
Anderson charged with trying to stop. Gilgeous-Alexander gets downhill. Flat at halftime. Wiggins trying to get free from Dort, who stays with him. Shot clock down to 8. Now it's at 5. Pajemski going one-on-one against Joe. Creates some space, launches.
Point lead, he's ready to check in.
Oh, change of direction and speed by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets him to the line again.
So many different ways to do it.
Another missed team points, most of those coming since the first. Alexander, he's got 48. A career-high 21 field goal attempts. And he's made 18 of them. 4-point game. Nearing 4 minutes to play. Hield back on the floor. Schroeder got caught in the air and kicks it out to Anderson. The timer at 4. Shoots and scores over Hartenstein.
And can the Warriors to rest. And Oklahoma City still a ton of time in this game.
Jalen Williams drives and finds Wallace. Skip to Dort. Shot clock at 3. Dort gets deep. Blocked. 2.1. Gilgeous-Alexander lets it fly. Hit the side of the...
Get out and see what they got out of the timeout here for Curry.
Off 2 screens. Dumped down Looney. Catches deep. Fouled. And Looney will go to the line. This is number 8. Sports Center up next. 7. Looney trying to make it 8. And does.
Dave, with their defense. And that's been the issue, is the Thunder just have not been able to, outside of Shea, get much going here in the second half.
Jalen Williams trying, but has it. Shot clock inside of 10. Trying to get Jalen Williams the ball. Now Hartenstein gives it up to Joe. Got a little space and missed the 3. Ball, 3 minutes to go. Warriors up 8. Curry. Offensive foul.
Mostly giving up a lot of threes. They're playing off the Thunder from out on the perimeter, and they're letting these guys get these threes up.
Williams, he's got 22 points now. Back to a 5-point game with 2.5 to go. Now Curry puts it on the deck, gives it up to Schroeder. Schroeder driving and
awful denial here, so it's gonna have to be somebody else. Last possession was Jalen Williams hitting that big 3.
It's Williams driving and finishing.
These are not easy shots that he just made the last 2 possessions.
3-point game, inside 2 to play. Curry, deep 3, hit it!
You are, and the Thunder, you made him pay.
And again. He's got 26 now, 4-point game. Curry with 21, with Dort draped all over him. Now got Joe on him on the switch. They double Curry with 4 to shoot. Now it's down to 3. Curry gives it up to Wiggins. Wiggins 3 is there. This here,
mostly in the second half, making all the big shots.
Jalen Williams has the last 7-point lead. 14 foul on the Thunder, so the next one will put Golden State at the line. Just outside a minute to go. They'll play out this possession defensively. 7-point game. Schroeder driving, gives it up the paint. Oh! Gilgeous-Alexander. They've been all over him in the half court here in the last couple minutes. He gets that one. 50 points. Here's Curry. It's good, but wait. Payton hits the first free throw.
Look at that.
Time.
It's a complete effort.
52 for his career high is 54. Got that a week ago. The Thunder do not want to send Curry to the line, but at some point they got to foul somebody, and Curry's just going to keep the ball until they are forced to foul him.
Or not. It looks like they're going to let him play it out here. And see if Curry gets a timeout.
Curry, shot clock at 5. They're not going to foul since the timer's at 3. Curry with 2. Curry with 1. Rebound Wallace, steal Wiggins, and that's going to do it for the Golden State Warriors over the best team in the NBA.